Good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir.
Comfortable? Should we start? Geopolitical issues. Your hobbies. What are the geopolitical issues in news recently?
So, some geopolitical news that is first, the Bangladesh crisis, the second war, Hamas and Palestinian war.
What is Hamas?
So, Hamas is a organization that is designated as terrorist organization by some Arab countries don't consider it as a terrorist organization, rather a resistance force.
Palestine. What is West Bank?
West Bank is a territory adjacent to Israel. Sir, it is actually sandwiched between the Israeli territory and the Jordanian territory, and it is the western side of the Jordan River.
That means Israel, Palestine is not integrated region. One region is there, one region is.
Yes, sir.
Achha. Okay, so can you trace the history of Palestine actually?
Yes, sir. The history of Palestine begins from around 2000 years ago. At that time, Jesus Christ was born in that region. That was the United Palestinian region, and the Jews consider the Palestinian region as their homeland. And uh, a movement started called Zionism. Jews were actually ousted from that region for many times, and in 12th century, and then subsequently in 21st century, in 20th century, and in 21st century, a movement called Zionism started, and Jews returned back to the Palestinian land and claimed that to their homeland as Israel. And currently, from 1948, there is clash between the Israeli people and the Palestinian people. The Palestinian people are the native Arab people.
Okay, okay, I got it. Any Prime Minister of Palestine, with the head of Palestine visiting India, you remember?
Yes, sir. So, I'm totally not sure about it, but can I make a guess?
Yes, yes.
Sir, it may be Yasir Arafat.
Yes, during the tenure of, who was the Prime Minister of India then?
Uh, Sir, it may be Rajiv Gandhi or PV Narasimha.
Very Vajpayee.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, when India resumed diplomatic relation with Israel, it was right from 60s or latter?
The formal diplomatic relationship with Israel was established after the breaking down of the Soviet Union during the age of PV Narasimha Rao in 1991, I guess.
But very late. We started diplomatic relation with Israel very late.
Yes, informal relationship
Was there, but formal diplomatic relations started
Yes,
very
sir.
late. Okay. What was the Arab Spring?
The Arab Spring was a movement for democracy in the Arab world. It was started in Tunisia in 2011, I guess, after the killing of a vegetable vendor called Muhammad.
Okay. So it was a democratic
Yes, sir, pro-democratic
movement. So recently, Bangladesh crisis also was there. You mentioned also that is one of the major geopolitical issues. What impact it might have on India?
So, before this crisis in Bangladesh, we had a good relationship with Bangladesh. That is at government to government level.
Okay.
But right now, the government has changed, and that government is pro China and pro Pakistan due to the presence of Jamaat-e-Islam. Has asked for stance against India and sympathetic.
Okay, that is the issue. But how do you, what way it can impact the India, particular India? How India is going to be impacted by this regime change?
So first of all, there is a chances of closing relationship with Bangladesh and China. China was eyeing for a project, the river that is very close to our chicken neck corridor. That is the river construction.
Okay, one is
That is
then other impact.
the other impact is the chances of illegal migration coming into India. Then there is attacks on Hindu population in Bangladesh. So Hindu might come to northeastern states as well as West Bengal, and it may impact, may worsen the
Do you find any positive impact of this development? You mentioned all negative things. Any positive? Can have any positive? Yes. Do you think that the whatever the main source of income of Bangladesh, what they standardize, what they produce?
They are very good at textile production.
Textiles.
Yes,
So don't you see that the textile industry might shift to India, to Tripura,
yes, sir.
because of unrest in Bangladesh?
Yes.
We might get those textile industries. That can be positive development.
Yes, sir.
And what is the particular place in Tripura that is famous for this textile industry? Do you know Tirupur?
Yes, sir. I know. In Tamil Nadu.
Not in, not in Tamil Nadu. So, so the textile industry might shift to it.
Yes, sir.
That can be positive development. Okay. So, what is the recent developments in domain of terrorism at international level? Can you see some development in the domain of terrorism? Against terrorism, any development?
So at international level, first of all, there is a war on terrorism, so-called war on terrorism by Israel on mass terrorist.
Achha, tell me why the UN has UN National Security Council UNSC has not been able to come to a particular term, or you can say they have not agreed on the international convention on terrorism. What is the issue? Is there an international convention on terrorism? Do you know?
Yes, sir.
It is there?
Yes, sir. No, it is not there, but it is being proposed.
Negotiated.
Negotiated.
Still negotiating. They are going keep on. They are going on negotiating. What is the roadblock? Why the negotiation is not complete?
But the definition of terrorism is the main bone of contention.
Bone of contention. The definition of terrorism.
Yes, sir.
So how many countries are there in G7?
Sir, in G7 there is 6 countries, and European Union is the 7th.
What are the 6 countries?
So the 6 countries are first United States of America, second Canada, third Japan, fourth Italy, fifth Germany, sixth is
Is there or not?
yes, United Kingdom is there,
And European.
and this country is European Union.
So have you heard of something called as 2+2 dialogue?
Yes, sir.
What is that? 2+2 dialogue.
So 2+2 dialogue is the mechanism between the foreign minister and defense minister of 2 countries. India has currently 2+2 dialogue mechanism with Japan, United States of America, Russia.
Russia. So what the major cooperation between India and United States?
So India is the strategic defense partner of United States. India has signed four strategic agreement with United States, namely Comcosa and
Limoa.
Yes.
And
Bekan.
PECA.
Yes, sir.
Recently also they signed an agreement. SOSA, Security of Supply Agreement. Security of Supply. Another agreement is in negotiating reciprocal defense procurement. They will procure when arms needed from India. Will procure when arms needed. Okay, fine. So, right now, India is actively engaged with Russia and Ukraine, also Western states, for the resolve the Ukraine issue. So, what are the basic reason why the Ukraine issue came into limelight? What are the basic issue? Why Russia is in war with Ukraine?
Russia has a problem with Ukraine.
Why? What is that problem?
The Ukraine was closing with the European Union and it was aspiring for NATO membership and EU membership. Ukraine was like a buffer zone between Russia and the European Union or so-called NATO. So Russia had problem with this.
What is international north-south transport corridor?
The International North-South Transport Corridor is a transportation corridor that has member states like India, Iran, then some Central Asian countries,
Why?
Russia.
What is the most important thing that is the most significant thing regarding international north-south transport corridor?
So one significant thing regarding the North-South corridor is India can have access to Afghanistan via Iran and Chavaya port.
Via in above Central Asia.
Yes, Central Asia as well. So that is blocked by Pakistan.
And also distance is maximum minimized, and earlier the distance was some 10,000 kilometers. Right now it is around
Yes.
6,000 or something. I think it was 16,000 and this 6,000, almost less than half. Okay. What is India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor?
Sir, India Middle East Economic Corridor was proposed in the G20 summit in 2023, that is held in India. As the is proposed as a counter to China's BRA project. It has the member country of India.
Okay,
South.
fine. What is the per capita income of Odisha?
Exact figure is I'm not aware of.
Can you tell the that means closest number?
Sir, it might be around 1,20,000.
Oh, it is like 60,000. Sir, which district you belong to?
Sir, I belong to Sundargarh district.
Okay, Sundargarh district. What is District Mineral Foundation?
The District Mineral Foundation is the foundation that has money which has been utilized for the various welfare projects for the affected district.
Can you remember the act by which the District Mineral Foundation was formed?
It might be under Forest Right Act.
No. Do you know something called MMDR Act? Mines Mineral Development and Regulation Act. By that act only. You belong to Sundargarh district. Do you find any PVTC in Sundargarh district?
Yes, sir.
Part of the
So one of the communities is Karya tribe.
what are the criteria by which we identify the PVTCs?
So some of the criteria first, very economic backwardness, stagnant population, and
Stagnant or declining population?
yes, stagnant. Then use of the non-modern
primitive
agricultural tools.
Okay.
And the fourth one is the
Okay, fine. That's good. Odisha has taken important initiatives in the domain of e-governance. Can you name a few initiatives, e-governance initiative of Odisha government?
first one is Mo Sarkar.
Mo Sarkar. That is e-governance.
I think that is the element of grievance redressal by somebody.
Element of grievance redressal, more focused on bringing e-governance to be particular, core e-governance. What is G2C? What is G2B?
The G2C basically refers to government to consumer,
Customer, government to customer.
government to customer. And G2B
business. So what government has done? G2B initiative, government to business initiative. So do you can you remember any initiative under G2B? That means government is trying to facilitate the business entities.
The exact initiative I am not all right now, but
Have you heard of something called as Go Swift?
yes, sir.
What is that?
So that is
Single window clearance.
single window clearance.
For the investors who are coming to invest in India. That is G2B initiative. Any G2C initiative? Acha, tell me, you are getting certificates for this examination. From where you are getting this certificate?
That is
You are going to Tahsil office?
yes, sir.
You are going to Tahsil office for the certificate?
No, sir.
From where?
Common Service Center.
What is that common service center? Common service center G2C initiative. People are going there, just applying and getting the certificate. They don't have to go to the Tahsil office. So tell me that you have studied in Raurkela.
Yes.
So why Vedavyas is famous?
So Vedavyas place is considered to be a place where the Saint Vedavyas had written Mahabharata as per the local tradition.
What are the tributaries of Mahanadi?
There is some of the tributaries of Mahanadi are Tail, Om, Eep. There's some.
What is the difference between a delta and estuary?
The delta is when a river meets with the sea. At that time, the river breaks into multiple channels, and that form the delta.
The largest delta in the world?
Sir,
India's largest delta?
Sir, that is Sundarban.
Sundaram. Why it is famous?
So it is famous for mangrove trees.
Mangrove and other
Royal Bengal tiger.
Royal Bengal tiger. Have you seen?
Sir, physically not.
You have not seen. The typical thing about mangroves, they are salt tolerant. So how they survive?
Sir, they are viviparous, I guess.
And other thing hanging from the mangrove trees, aerial roots. Aerial roots.
Yes, sir.
What are the elements of Odissi dance?
Sir, some of the elements of Odisha dance are Hunger style.
Very good.
The other one I am not.
Composed Git Govind.
I'm not able to.
You love the traveling you have mentioned. What are the places you have?
Sir, I have traveled to Delhi, Nainital. There are some.
Places? Can you give a few examples of historical monuments?
There are some historical. First, Red Fort. The second, India Gate. Third, the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Fourth, Humayun's Tomb. Fifth,
Who is Humayun?
Sir, Humayun was the son of Babur, who was the founder of the Mughal dynasty in India.
And father of Humayun, father of
Humayun was the father of.
Sir, he was father of Babur.
who built Red?
The Red Fort was being built by Shah Jahan, Emperor Shah. Yes, sir.
What about Taj Mahal?
The Taj Mahal was also being built by Emperor Shah.
You have been to Nainital too.
Yes, sir.
There is a famous temple called that the Naina Devi.
Sir, actually, I'm not aware about it. But
What is the full form of UNESCO?
the United Nations social, economic, and cultural organization.
Yes.
United Nations Economic, Social, and Cultural Organization.
Science, science, education, cultural.
The UNESCO is funding one of the major prize in Odisha.
Yes,
What is that?
sir, that is Kalinga Prize, I guess. For
Yes,
scientific.
that is true. Kalinga prize.
Yes,
That is given for what?
sir, scientific excellence.
No, popularization of science. Yeah, scientific popularization of science. Who instituted that award?
Sir, I'm not aware about it.
Very famous Chief Minister of Odisha.
Sir, that is Biju Patnaik.
BIJAY Patnaik instituted that award.
So, in UNSC, how many members?
Sir, at that level side, sir, in UNSC there is 5 permanent members and 10 non-permanent members.
Is India?
So currently India is not non-permanent member.
What are the 5 permanent?
So the 5 permanent members are United Kingdom, United States of America, France, China, and
You call it a United Kingdom. United Kingdom is a constitution of how many countries?
so it is constituted of 3 countries, namely England, Wales, and Scotland.
Do you think that Ireland is part of you?
The Northern Ireland is part of UK.
Capital of you? Ireland.
I'm not aware.
Who is your foreign minister?
The current foreign minister of India is S. Jaishankar.
For joining in the ministry, foreign minister. What was his profession?
Then he was foreign secretary of India.
After retiring from foreign secretary, what assignment he taken?
Sir, actually,
He was in Tata. Joined Tata. He was heading Tata overseas business. Not sure, but I think he was heading Tata.
thank you, sir.
You have been to Lingaraj temple?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell like, who built Lingaraj temple?
King Jajati Keshari had asked him. Yes, sir.
Among the Lingaraj temple, Prague temple and Puri temple, the most ancient.
The Lingaraj temple is most.
Is Black Pagoda.
Black Pagoda.
Sir, the Konarka temple is known as Black Pagoda.
Otherwise known as which Kshetra? Konark is known as?
Yes.
Yes.
It is known as Ekamra Kshetra.
No. Ekamra Kshetra is
Raj.
Bhubaneswar. Konark is known as Kshetra.
Thank you, sir.
Which is Sankar Kshetra? Yes.
Sir, Puri is known as
Viraja Kshetra?
Jajpur.
Jajpur.
You know Manoj Das? No. It's called Gyanpit Award.
Have you heard of
Gyanpit?
Gyanpit Award?
Sir, I have heard about Gyanpit Tower, but details I'm not aware about.
Who is the founder of Times of India?
Are you reading newspaper?
Yes, sir.
Founded 7 times.
Sir, I'm not aware about it.
Like who founded Samaj? In Odisha there is a movement Samaj.
Samaj.
Yes.
Who established?
The Samaj was established by Utkalamani Gopal Das.
Gopabandhu Das. Utkalamani Gopabandhu Das. Why it's called Utkalamani? No. Name of Utkal.
Sir, exact reason I'm not aware of.
Okay. You can guess why.
Sir, he was very much fond with public service.
Who has Panchasakha as Odisha?
The Panchas.
During time of Gopabandhu.
Exact name currently I'm not able to recollect, but can I make a guess? The Kodamani Gopabandhu Das. Madhusudan Das.
Madhusudan Das is not included. You taught
Godavarish Mishra.
Godavarish Mishra was there. Nilakanta Das was there. You taught about Madhusudan Das.
Yes, sir.
Economic contribution of Madhusudan Das. I am not about economically how he contribute. You know that he has done something or not economically?
Sir, for economic contribution,
Have you heard of what's called tannery?
sir,
It's called tannery. Jutta karkhana. What are the coastal districts of Odisha?
sir, the coastal districts are first Paleshwar, second third Jagatsinghpur,
Mysore, Bhattacharya, and Jagatsinghpur. In middle,
one is Puri, one is Ganjam,
Kendrapada.
Kendrapada.
What is the difference between Chilika Lake and Ansupa Lake?
The lake is a brackish lake, and Ansupa Lake is a freshwater lake.
Freshwater lake. But Chilika Lake is famous.
Chilika Lake is a Ramsar site.
Ramsar site.
It is famous for Irrawaddy dolphin.
Main thing you are forgetting migratory birds. Migratory birds they are coming to Chilika.
Yes.
From where they are coming?
So they come from the Siberian region.
Siberian region. So, this is a kind of adaptation to avoid extreme weather situations there.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what do you mean by hibernation? Hibernation, ki karante?
Hibernation is done by some creatures during the winter time to save their energies, like snakes.
Right now, Odisha, do you know the concept of a Bimaru state? Bimaru state what a concept thila.
Yes, sir.
What are the Bimaru states?
The Bimaru states for some B for Bihar, BI for Bihar, M for Madhya Pradesh, then R for Rajasthan, U for Uttar Pradesh.
Odisha was not also considered in the category of Bimaru states. But right now, Odisha is progressing significantly going into the middle income states.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me that what significant things we have done in the field of disaster management. But when the last super cyclone was there?
Last super cyclone was in 1999.
1999.
Yes, sir.
How many casualties were there? You know?
Sir, around 10,000, I guess.
10,000 casualties. And what major cyclone recently we faced?
The filing was a major cyclone.
How many casualties?
Sir, very low.
Very low. What significant steps we have taken to reduce these fatalities?
Sir, some of the states are formation for linkages from satellite.
Early warning system.
Early warning system.
Next.
The second is creation of the shelters.
Okay, very good. Next.
Evacuation exercises.
What approach we are following in disaster management, particularly in cyclone? Government. That has been acclaimed by globally and nationally.
The exact name of the
Zero casualty. Zero casualty approach. So tell me, sir asked about Odissi dance. Tell me few proponents of Odissi dance in Odisha.
I'm not.
Any personality associated with Odissi dance in Odisha? Do you know a wife of a famous cricketer? She is also pursuing Odissi dance.
I'm not aware about it, but
Yes.
regarding ODC dance, I have known an IRS officer.
Okay. Why Papa Pamuk? I have taken that question. The cricketer belongs to West Bengal.
Sir, can I guess?
Yes.
Sir, he may be Saurav Ganguly.
His wife is also pursuing ODC dance. Dona Ganguly.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Your interview is over. Thank you. Sir, feedback.
You are doing really great.
Yes.
Absolutely great. Really good.
Sir, sitting posture टा ठीक अछि
नहीं,
ना?
absolutely.
माने आगो पछे